Hey there, I hope your week is off to a great start so far. Summer is, of course, in full swing, and I'm always excited to hear about what some of you guys are doing for your summer vacation. Right now, we've got people that are doing a bunch of different cruises. Several are doing Alaskan cruises, and we have a lot of people that are going to the mountains this time of year because they don't really like the heat of the beach. And the older I get, that kind of resonates a little bit more with me. We've even got a couple of clients who are out at Oklahoma City at the College Softball World Series, so that's a really cool trip too. So all this tells me that a lot of you are really finding a great way to enjoy your retirement. And if you're not there yet, you've certainly got something to look forward to. So hopefully you'll start to do some of those things in the near future. And I think we're going to try to share some of those experiences with everybody over the next few months. Maybe I'll have a couple of these travelers on my podcast to kind of tell you what they're doing and how they're doing it. So speaking of the podcast, our show continues to grow every single month. Right now we've got listeners from all parts of the country, and we're getting about 1,300 downloads per month. And I think to this point we've recorded maybe, 111 or 112 episodes. But I know there's still a lot of you who've never listened to any of the podcasts, and that's fine if you're not a podcast person. But if you are, it's something that you may want to check out. So it's something that we do every single week, and I try to make it as topical and as relevant as possible. And we've received a lot of really great feedback on it. And it's just a way for me to sort of continue to educate people on the subject of retirement and finances in general. You can catch the podcast on a variety of different platforms, including Apple Podcasts. That's where I listen to all of my podcasts, is on Apple Podcasts. But you can do it on Stitcher or any other major podcast platform. Or if you want to just go to our website, there's a podcast link on our homepage, and you can listen to past episodes there as well. So check that out if you haven't. And if you like it, I would appreciate it if you shared that show with others. So I want to move on now to sort of our transition from TD Ameritrade to Schwab. So I know you've been hearing a little bit about this over the last 3 years or so. It seems like it's been dragging on forever, since that merger or sale or whatever was announced several years ago. But we finally are starting to get a little bit of clarity on how this is going to look for us and for you as the client. So be sure to continue to check your email. We're going to send some information as we get it to try to keep you in the loop. We're probably also going to send a letter from our office, because I know not everybody checks their email and not everybody is going to get a text from us with this video. So we're going to do this just because we want everybody to be on the same page as much as possible. So here's what we know so far. We're being told that Labor Day weekend is going to be the day that they flip the switch and we go from TD Ameritrade to Schwab. And so I'm thinking that it may actually happen on Labor Day. So the website that you use to log in is going to remain the same. The link to that website is always going to be on our company website. When you go to the website, go to the home page and click on the top right hand side of the page, there's a button that says Clients. Your login credentials are also going to remain the same. And so what they're telling us really that nothing is going to change on that end. So same username, same password, and hopefully that's going to make things as easy as possible and make for a smooth transition. Now, you are going to get a new account number from Schwab, but this account number is going to automatically be updated when that transition happens. So on about June 28th, sometimes right towards the end of June, you're going to get what's called a negative consent letter. Now, this is going to be very similar to the negative consent letter that was sent out by AE Wealth Management maybe 2 months ago when we changed to list them as a sub-advisor under our firm rather than a co-advisor. So when you get this letter, there's really nothing you have to do. You can throw it away or shred it. So again, no action is required on your part. So they're just sort of letting you know about the change from TD Ameritrade over to Schwab. But when you get it, if you do have questions about anything, please reach out to our office and we will be glad to help. So we're going to give you more updates as we get them to try to keep you in the loop as much as possible. All right, let's turn a little bit to taxes. Tax filing season is, of course, finally behind us, but that doesn't mean, unless you file an extension, of course, but that doesn't mean that tax planning season is behind us. So now that we know what happened in your tax world last year, a tax return is going to give us the foundational pieces that we need to know to help you plan for the rest of the year. So Roth conversions continue to be something that a lot of our clients are taking advantage of, and more did it last year than the year before, and that trend will continue. And that's simply because people know that taxes are going to increase at some point in the future. So if you're sort of that same mindset and you haven't done a Roth conversion yet, and you'd like to maybe know a little bit more about how it could help you, please reach out to the office and we could start. I think the best way to do this would be to start with a brief phone call to discuss whether or not it makes sense for you and your situation. If it does, then we can bring you into the office and we can talk a little bit more in detail about what a conversion would actually look like for you. So let us know if that's something you're interested in. All right, to sort of wrap things up here, next Wednesday, June 14th, so about a little over a week from today, we're going to do a public workshop on Social Security at the Howard Community Club. Now, this is just off Forsyth Road, of course, right here, Macon, sort of behind Martha Bowman Church, right off Forsyth Road. So this is going to be the first in-person event that we've done in probably 3 or 4 years, but we're really excited about it. We're going to talk a lot about Social Security and specifically how that benefit is impacted by taxes. Now, I know a lot of you are already drawing Social Security, and that's fine, but I also know there's a bunch of folks who haven't made that decision. They aren't drawing Social Security yet. So even though this is a public workshop, and right now I think we've got about 60 people that I don't know who are registered to come to the workshop, I would love to have as many of my clients come as possible. And you may also know somebody who's got questions about their own Social Security. Maybe they're also concerned about how that's going to be taxed. So I would love for you to bring them as your guest, and this will be a great way for you to introduce them to our firm. So I've included a link to register for this workshop in the email that you're going to get today that will sort of accompany this video. You can either click that link, or of course you can call the office to save your seat there. We'll make sure we save a spot for you. So again, the workshop is going to be next Wednesday, June 14th from 10:30 till about noon. So we hope to see you there. We're going to get you out in time for you to go and grab lunch. So that's it for today. Just a quick video to keep you in the loop on things. As always, if you need to talk to me, call the office and the ladies will get you on my calendar, or you can always visit the website www.talkwithlee.com. So I'm certainly here when you need me. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time.